Danger! Danger! High spoilers! It's my desire not to spoil! Danger! Danger! High spoilers! It's my desire not to spoil! Hello there campers, my name is Paul Hughes, I am the Lord of Leisure, and welcome once again back to the Gaming Car Crash, a show where either the game breaks because of issues, the video recording breaks because the hard drive is rubbish, or I break because I don't know how to play games. To be honest, normally it's most of those things that happen all at once and makes it all jolly exciting! Today's show will be showing you some of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Yes, you knew the video was coming. The game that, basically, if you were to believe the internet, which I still don't currently have at the time of recording, everyone has been utterly shitting themselves to get their hands on a copy, in fact. Because it's Hideo Kojima's last swan song, effectively, given all the lies, treachery, and deceit that occurred at Konami. And the fact that Kojima Productions no longer exists now, the production company that actually made the Metal Gear franchise. So, is the last game that Kojima produced all singing, all dancing, and just all wonderful? Well, if that's what you're looking to come and hear, then this is not the video for you, and this is why. You see, with this look at Metal Gear Solid 5, I'm coming into this almost completely blind to the history of the franchise, bar what other people have told me in the past. I mean, the ridiculously long cutscenes, which can last a good bloody hour, it seems, before you actually get to about gameplay, which lasts about 5 minutes. The fact that the story is batshit crazy at times. And, that reoccurring joke that Dara Breen makes on his stand-up show. And you know, when I'm playing Snake, he dies a lot. So then when the fella in his ear just keeps going, Snake, 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 every time he dies, you think that for once he'd just go, ah, Snake. I'm so sorry, Dara Breen, that is a terrible impression. In fact, the PC hasn't had much attention from Konami in terms of the Metal Gear Solid franchise until very recently. First game out of the block was in fact Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, if Revengeance is even a word. This came out on the Steam platform back in January 2014 and was basically a wonderfully over-the-top story about Raiden, a child soldier transformed into a half-human, half-cyborg ninja with big massive metal teeth who uses a giant sword to cut through everything including helicopters because of reasons. Then there was the paid-for demo, which was effectively a placeholder for the main game we're about to see here, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, where we first encounter Snake himself, voiced of course by Jack Bauer from 24, and we would try and sneak around a base to rescue someone. This in fact was the second game I attempted to livestream when starting out earlier this year on the whole bloody thing, and in fact I was so fucking terrible at being stealthy it quickly devolved into being a mess of a shooting gallery where I got killed by a bloody tank, and frankly my interest ended there. Of course, there has been ridiculous amounts of coverage about Metal Gear Solid 5 which hasn't been all fun and frolics. For example, it's very well known that the creator of the games, Hideo Kojima, and his magical studio of wonder, Kojima Productions, parted ways from the publisher Konami, who basically now most people hate. There are also additional microtransactions, which we won't go into here because everyone else has done that to death already, but again, suffice it to say, no one likes those either, and they hate Konami even more. Oh, and finally there is a lady with nice boobs and not wearing much at all, to which I can only say, hello, nurse! But actually, all things considered, all the previously mentioned stuff is nothing to do with what this video is going to be all about. In fact, the big question for this video is this. Can a complete newbie like myself enjoy a game which is part of a massive franchise I basically never got into until now? Let's find out. And And so before we go into the lovely gameplay itself of Metal Gear, why not check out the options menus, because I is wicked, or bored, it's one of the two, who knows. Okay, so we can just continue our game there, probably that's what most of you would like me to do, but before I do, you've got an option for downloading the Ground Zero save data if you actually had the game previously and you want to import some stuff. What it actually does to the game, I have no idea. I've not done it myself because my previous run through of Ground Zeroes was quite atrocious. Not to worry. I should also note as well that none of this is mouse driven. Basically, you have to use the keys to go up and down here, and then press enter, and then keep moving things around there. I mean, you can see now the mouse is on the screen, but literally it would be just the left mouse button and the right mouse button that would do anything. Other than that, you've got to use the arrow keys to move around this thing, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, but hey ho, it could be worse. Now, controls! Lovely, lovely controls. This is where you're also going to have to get used to using the number keys 1 and 3 to move around certain aspects of the menu. Again, a little bit fiddly, but hey ho, you get used to it. Again, just like most of these games with the controller, you haven't got much of an option. You've got one or two odd little presets available, but you can't really do much more than that. Yes, changes will be lost, I don't care. Control settings! This is where other parts come into play, and it's actually kind of handy that they do have the tooltips for these things, so at least you got a clue of what it means. I do not know what that does, though, for horse riding. Yes, radio control horse or normal. I have no idea what that means because, well, it doesn't tell you. Mouse sensitivity you can piss around with. Vibrations, good if you've got a joypad. I do have a joypad plugged in, of course, but I seldom don't use it unless absolutely necessary, you know, like driving games and so forth. Okay, so camera settings, you can pretty much change various things, and you can also turn off the camera shake if you don't like it, in case you get some form of motion sickness, I guess, or just like because you don't like bobbing up and down. I mean, honestly, no idea. But you can fiddle with these things. I have no idea what these numbers do. It seems to just go right 1 to 10. So 5 is average, and I guess how much that affects the camera movement? Honestly, no idea. Display settings. This is normally just the game stuff, so you can actually turn off various bits of the HUD, from what I gather on this. It's actually quite nice as well. Subtitles can be just foreign only, because we only speak the Queen's English here, and therefore we haven't got an idea of what Johnny Foreigner is saying, you see, because of stuff or whatever. I don't know. Let's say something xenophobic, like, you know, I hate everyone. No, that's just a generalization. I don't know. Anyway, you can change the subtitles there, as you can see right there. We're going to keep it to foreign only. No, actually, for the purposes of this video, we will have on all the time because of reasons. Yes, we will apply that. Sound! Sound lets it down massively. And then we got a custom soundtrack volume, and I don't even know what those custom tracks allude to. Not a Scooby. Audio guidance set where the iDroid, where probably Apple is threatening to sue them. I wouldn't be surprised. I, again, don't know what that means. So, in terms of this menu, it's kind of piss poor. Gotta be fair, it is piss poor. Game settings. Now, this is an interesting one. The chicken hat. Now, this seems to be something that apparently has been in Metal Gear Solid before, whereas if you're a bit shit at the game, you can wear a chicken hat, and then, while wearing said hat, things are a little bit easier for you. But as you can see there, it limits you for completion and stuff. To be perfectly honest, I am the type of person this is probably aimed at because I am shit most of the time. So don't blame them on that one. Thank you as well for giving us a chicken hat as well to wear, because actually that'd be quite nice to wander through various deserts and what have you wearing a chicken hat, because of reasons. Reflex mode. If it activates when spotted by an enemy, clear a mission without entering reflex mode once to earn a score bonus. I do not give a fuck about that. Screen brightness. Look, diamond dogs. That's that thing that he's got on his arm because of stuff that I don't understand. But anyway, that's just showing you the screen brightness settings, and it's quite bright on my monitor actually. So yeah, it's just Christ, even at 0, it's overly bright even. Don't know how this is on the video. We'll actually just keep it to 5, so at least it's the default, but we'll cancel that. Graphic settings. This is where potentially the money shot is, and there is an awful lot of stuff in here. For the purpose of recording this merry old video, I'm actually recording it windowed. Borderless window, it didn't want to play nicely with other things on the PC, so I kind of had to be forced to put this into windowed mode, but at least it's still running 1080p there, so that's quite nice. You can go up to the maximum. The maximum my monitor supports is 1440p, but for the purposes of this, I'm keeping it to 1080 because of stuff. You can also change what display it shows up on. Vertical sync, disable it. Frame rate. You can set whether frame rate is locked or not. Now this seems to be just 30 frames or auto, and the max you can go to is 60 frames a second, so you're not going to get any higher than that. Apparently some weird shit happens if you unlock the frame rate higher, so just leave it at auto. It's a bit strange to just put it as auto and 30 frames, but hey ho. Motion blur, meh. Depth of field, it's either enable, disable, so screw it, leave it on. You can set an awful lot of these to very high. You basically, the vast majority, you go like that. I'm just leaving it at high because in a strange sort of way, I kind of want the solid 60 frames a second as opposed to just going way over the top on all the pretty stuff and then it runs like complete arse. So as it stands, it is running at 60 frames a second. All the rest of the stuff, it's still various things that I don't understand. Probably never will because I'm too lazy to look these things up. But you can have clouds with a sense of thickness here. Oh, isn't that lovely, darling? No idea. Key assignments. Again, you've basically got to just press 1 to 3 to go through these things. You can fiddle around with them. I'm probably going to have to refer to this a few times. There was an hour's playthrough, which was the cinematic cutscene. To begin with, and it kind of was going, now what do I do? Now what do I do? Okay. So I dare say that as time goes on and we go deeper into the game, it'll keep reinforcing what you should do with this, that, and the other, because, well, frankly, I forget. I really do. So I like it when I'm prompted. Okay, so that's all the whizzy menu stuff for Metal Gear Solid 5. Let's get into the game right now. Now, in order to get to what appears to be the start of the main gameplay based in Afghanistan, aka Chapter 1 for this video, we're going to skip the opening cinematic chapter bit where you're knackered, basically, and are wandering around through a hospital trying to survive, mainly thanks to Jack Bauer. But a quick word on that part anyway, considering it's going to be basically your opening impression for what's to come later in the game. Overall, I thought it was very enjoyable despite some limited controls, and it was actually weirdly compelling being only able to crawl along the floor for a time. After all, it made sense with the context of what had happened to you. There's just one massive question I have. What the fuck was going on with all that supernatural shit? Seriously, there was a floaty ginger at random intervals, and then there was a man on fire walking towards you, at which point you put him out with water, and then they keep coming back! Seriously, what the fuck? Episode 1, Phantom Limbs! Was that dramatic enough? I don't know. Okay, so here we are, and we're on horses, because why not? And there's the iDroid where probably Apple's going to end up suing. Let's see exactly what this iDroid thing does. Bear in mind, this is my first playthrough this, so I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So feel free to get annoyed, state the obvious. By all means, I have never played Metal Gear Solid in a massive way before. As I said, the previous time was just on a live stream with Ground Zeroes, and that was for the first time, and I was awful. So I fully expect this to be just as awful. So clearly, right, what we've got here is a massive playing area here, and this border must be where we're just having to pay attention to.
Marker placed.
So it looks like that we're caring about that for the time being. It looks like the map at the moment is fairly tiny, but then again, that might just be this part of the game. No idea if this opens out or anything like that whatsoever. If we press 1, it brings up.
Away for a moment.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'll put the thing away. Apparently, I'm not supposed to show people how any of this stuff works.
In scope.
Yes, okay. I will do exactly as you say. Smarmy motherfucker.
See the village? Straight ahead. To the right.
Let's
to the right.
Right. Straight ahead to the right. Okay, hang on. Let's scroll here.
That's the village.
Scroll.
If you see
Scrolling.
through the binoculars and you need more
Hang on, what's that flashing over there?
I'll tell you anything I can about it.
Okay. I guess we have to for the purposes of this tutorial.
That's Violo Village. The Violo Calais. The
Yes.
villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back.
I
Since
agree.
then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago,
So what happened to the other 39 armies?
En route towards Dewan
I thought there was just one
You
army.
may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot.
To be perfectly frank, the story in Metal Gear was going way over my head anyway. Simply because if you play the hour-long intro sequence, that's the best way I can actually say this. Some of what happens in that just plain doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And yeah, apparently that's perfectly fine. Well, this is the 5th game properly in a series, and it's arguably the first Metal Gear Solid that has come onto PC properly. The prologue for Metal Gear Solid 5 being Ground Zeroes, it doesn't really count too much because it doesn't really give you a huge amount to work with. It's just like a taster, if you will. Okay, so guy on the horse is going, and I am a leg end, which is lovely. And that's why you'll have to handle this whole mission yourself. Well, shit.
9 years behind you. And return.
And return as Big Boss. Mainly because he has a very large penis.
I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp.
Yes, I'll stay sharp. I mean, if I was anything like I was in the hour-long intro, then bloody hell, I'll be all over the place on this.
I'll
probably be like a drunk.
with their corpses.
It's... Oh look! I get the sunglasses that I can just make an advert for. Yeah, we know this! Stop advertising stuff! It's still going.
Now go.
Now go.
Let the legend come back to
Let
life.
the legend come back to life. Hot horse action there when Kojima's name comes up. Right. Okay. And he's just magically disappeared. Okay. So now it looks like we do have control of this finally. Let's see if we can actually just go back into this when we were rudely interrupted. Okay. So it looks like we're going to go to that little village there, and we press missions. Okay, so it looks like that is everything we need to learn about the mission itself. There is apparently a log. Yeah, that's literally just... Oh Christ, look at that. A lot of cutscenes and all the rest of that. Dear me, that can get very much annoying straight away. Cassette tapes. No idea what this is about, but apparently we can replay stuff, which is grand. I guess, because of stuff. We can play music, apparently. And actually, this is rather interesting. Flight of the Valkyries is on here on a music tape. I have no idea. And that's actually good. Look, a little bit of detail there. Look, his thumb's moving up and down as I press the keys there. Nice little detail. The man who sold the world musical content sans. Right, okay, so this is just some extra gumph. I have no idea exactly how helpful this is going to be. I dare say this is some audio logs or otherwise about various things that have been going on. And then finally, Mother Base tab has absolutely nothing on it whatsoever at the moment. So literally the only useful thing, one may argue, is the map and the missions where we want to listen to some more stuff. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there we go. And a horse is off! And the starter's orders, and they're going round the final fence, and oh, there. Apparently that thing was. Oh, my joypad is vibrating. Ooh, so it looks like that we gotta go this way. So let's just wander along. It has to be said, does look pretty sweet. Gotta be said. Hold it there. There's a Soviet guard post. There's bound to be a thing, right? Okay. Okay, right. So it's telling us to look at binoculars again. It does take a little bit to use the mouse wheel, I got to say, for zooming in and out, doesn't it? Look, it's just this is hot scrolly action.
Marker placed.
Okay, so that's that. And then what happens? I don't see anyone around, actually. There's some hole there. There's something else. It's not really doing... oops, sorry. It's not really doing anything to explain itself so far, is it? So do we care about the Soviets or not? I mean... I tell you what, let's just keep going. Screw it. Let's just keep riding the horse into a tree. Come on, horsey, come on, yeah. Okay, so he was able. Yeah, it's not particularly easy to steer the horse, which is yes, I know it's on the machine, but nevertheless, it animates lovely and so forth, and it's great that we can do this sort of thing. This is a little bit difficult to understand what I'm supposed to be doing as it stands, aside from just getting into the enemy village. I mean, am I best off actually getting off the horse here, or... I don't know. Having not really played Metal Gear Beyond Ground Zeroes, it does become... Oh, crap! There's a guy there on a... What's it? I probably should not be there. Right, let's get off the horse. Oh, and I land directly on the floor and smash into the wall. Okay, so E is climb over the things, and apparently we pick up herbs. That's the type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. Okay, we will do. Okay, so we're wandering through a lovely little village. Oh, hello. There's someone there. There's someone there too. They're everywhere. Action, stealth mode. No? Right, okay. So, the status in which you're least noticeable is known as stealth mode. Right, okay. So, in essence, we've got to do stealthy type things here. Oops! And that already was not overly clever. Oh, rough diamonds. Can pick up, there we go.
That's a rough diamond.
That's a rough diamond.
Fine.
Good find, it'll fetch a high price. That's grand. But did I piss off the guard enough? Oh, yes I did, I must have done, because look. There's a little white line there, and I'm guessing that is the guard himself. I mean, look at that. I tell you what, actually, look at the graphic change there. Just going away from the sunlight, and then everything clears up. That's actually pretty sweet. Gotta be fair. I am normally terrible at stealth games, by the way. I mean, the one exception, potentially, is Splinter Cell. Let's see what happens if we actually try and get hold of one of these little mothers. Just sneak up behind and there we go. Apparently that was a tentacle takedown type thing because why not? And we can't put it through the window. We can't do a huge amount with it actually. That is a very good question. Where do we dump the body? If we're not supposed to leave it out in the open, okay, we'll put it behind here because why not? And yeah, dump. Rather unceremoniously. Okay, so it's the left mouse button that basically chucks them away. Okay. There we go. He's probably never waking up after I've just chucked him twice. Okay, so let's go over here. Go back across the river and keep on sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. So far, a little bit slow to start with. I mean, the cutscene thing... It's kind of odd to be saying this, but... Oops! Parabolic antenna. There could be some intel files in there. Right, let's do that. Because why not? And we find ourselves a sofa, which is not the antenna. Okay, there is quite a number of people around here. Ooh! Oh shit. Bollocks. Now what? Okay. I pissed them off. Gotta run. Run! Run, 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 run. Yeah, this is not working. Through the village, yep, because why not? Oh fuck, I've really pissed them off, haven't I? What am I meant to do? Seriously? Am I supposed to start shooting them? Snipe them? I mean, this is exactly what happened in Ground Zeroes, to tell the truth. I was completely fucking awful. Okay, so they've kind of, what, got bored? I don't know. And, right, okay, that was something that exploded, no idea what. I'm fucking terrible at this. Oh, shit! Shit! Oh, there was a guy there! Going to die. Run away! I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, it was the marker for the horse. Stop diving. Dude, what am I doing here? Up! Good God. That was ridiculous! Right. Sorry, I have to look at this. No. Oh, you see, this is the thing with the mouse controls. It's just that, no, you have to use the cursors. Right. So let's view right, okay. So, brilliantly, to look at the manual for the game, use a browser and go to the website, which is absolutely fantastic considering I am off the internet right now. And the controls there are just for the joypad, so no, that's not it. Right. I'm sorry. I actually need to look at what the fuck am I supposed to be doing it? Because this... I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. Aside from rescuing some fella. And I pissed off basically everyone. And... hang on. Soviet soldier, intel, marker, target. Hang on. And was I not even supposed to go through this? I was actually supposed to go that way. Ah, that is... Alright, fuck it. Yeah, past the... Oh, apparently, right, a little hill. The horse doesn't want to go over. That's fine. Okay, so that was a complete bust. Looks like the enemy's lost sight of you. They're going to try and hunt you down. Well, that's good, because I'm bloody running away right now. Gotta be said, it is absolutely gorgeous. I know I've said this, I mean... graphics-wise, it is absolutely lovely. And apparently stuff has arrived at Mother Base, whatever that means.
Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. Well,
okay.
It's up to you whether to slip by enemies.
It's up to you whether you slip by enemies or take them down. Remember, any situation can change fast.
Familiarize yourself with your weapons.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't even know what my weapons were until actually trying different things. Okay. There is one thing that I can do while on the horse. And that's do that. Basically change left and right. And magically, they are not going to have a clue that I am going past. That is a complete lie. Right. So... no, it wasn't a complete lie. I just went past that guard post, just slumped on the side of my horse like I'm pissed. Because why not? Okay. This is a game that makes very little sense to me. But then again, apparently people love it to death and they'll defend it until the end of time. Much like Resident Evil that I also had problems with. But it's just that there are certain things that you've just got to try and persevere with by yourself by the looks of things. But, oh, hello. We've reached... oh, shit.
You can keep gathering intel or make
You can keep gathering intel? I didn't gather any intel in the first place! I mean, I completely fucked up going into town. Good God. Okay, so. It's probably what's going to be for the best is if we park the horse here and get off and use the binoculars. Oh no, that V just used that. Crowd, right, okay. And no. Okay, right, that's rather interesting. Hold down the Q button, that pops up. Knock, lure enemy. And 1 does that, 2 does that, 3 does that, 4 does that. And that's kind of it. It looks like there's some... So if you hold down 4, it looks like there's some night vision goggles or a cigar that you can smoke, because why the fuck not? Okay. Let's just turn that off, because that'll be slightly annoying at this point. So let's just try and sneaky into here and just see what the story is. Okay, so there is some happy-go-lucky scamps wandering around the place quite happily. There you go. Look, there's some other chaps there actually. No idea who they are, but they were just like running past. Let's just go over there. Right, so we're still being stealthy right now. Stealthy, 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 or lovely and good. So we're 16 meters away from something. And... oh! Someone was spotting us. The white light hasn't gone away. The white light hasn't gone away. There's more white lines! Let's just hide here. I realise this is absolutely riveting game footage right now. You're on the edge of your seats. You can't get enough of the white lines. Did I just... okay, threw a grenade. Bollocks. Fuck! What the fuck are you meant to do? Okay, fuck it. Let's throw more grenades. Why not? Because of reasons. And you know what? Fuck you! For all the difference it was going to make.
Boss, come in. Boss? Boss!
Yes! The snake! He's dead. Because he's a useless asshole, apparently, in my grubby mitts. Well, I've got to be honest, so far, being still relatively new to Metal Gear Solid, I am far from impressed with this. Because it's just... as it stands, it's complete bollocks so far, from what I can see. I mean, I struggled. I know. There will be people saying, what the hell am I talking about? I don't know how to play the game, and so forth. You're quite right. I don't know how to play the game. I'm finding out right now. This is literally my first playthrough. And the opening hour with the hospital, where you're wandering around and so forth, was nothing. Absolutely nothing like this whatsoever. I can already see that this will be a source of frustration. That I haven't a bloody clue what the hell I'm doing, and thus will get agitated. Because oh hello, there's someone with Doobie what's it? So let's try and do that then, shall we? There we go. We've taken out that light because why not? And actually, can we take out the lights altogether? Let's see. No, apparently too far away on that one. What about this one? Oh, okay, so we can perfectly aim this to get some cover. Right, okay, I'm starting to... oh, hang on! It's bloody dark and he's seeing me? Get out of it! Okay, so he was using his torch, that was why. Okay, now that makes sense. That makes sense to me. But it's kind of like you've really got to be... hang on a minute! I shot that out, and now magically it works again. Right. Because that makes perfect sense, I guess. No? None whatsoever? Clearly a huge amount of patience is going to be required on this one. Huge amount of patience. Let's see, can we actually take out that light as well? Apparently not. We cannot take that light out. That is absolutely fantastic. So, for sneaking around and so forth, I can see this degenerating. Oh, there was the white light of death right there. Okay, there's some people talking. And, hang on, there's still a white light there. Someone's pissed. Someone's seeing me. And I don't know where that is. But I know generally in what direction he's in. He's sort of there. probably looking. Don't know which way around he is right now. Let's see. Can we get in here? Okay. We can get in there. That's something. Don't see where that... Oh, there he is. There's the chap. You see? Now you get to see where some of these things are. Okay, so it's going to be a massive amount of patience that literally is required. We can't just like keep going and going and going. I don't know why that chap's highlighted. Really not a clue. But let's just go and find out. Oh, interesting. Could we actually climb that? We can. Okay, so we are learning. There's a chap 9 meters away. I don't know why he's highlighted. But nevertheless, he is. Do we just take him out then? What's the best way to do this? Because is he just out in the open? Oh shit. Right, okay, so I have put him to sleep. He's stunned. Hang on, does ZZZ actually mean he's dead, or... I don't know. Is he coming up here? No, he's not. Remarkably, he's having a cigarette. Because, why not? Okay. Okay, so we are making a little bit of progress here. And he's dead. I suppose you should start getting rid of some of these bodies out the way, because we are going to start pissing off the locals, as it were. Okay, so here we are. We're moving bodies out the way. He's stunned. Someone's going to wake him up in a bit. And then we just chuck the bodies over there, because why not? This can be... Okay, so R, just holding R down just literally places them instead of, obviously, what I was doing. It is taking a little while to get used to this. And I know I'm not the most stealthy of players and so forth, but I didn't do too badly. Oh, hello! Down! Stay down permanently! Okay, so stun really is only a limited time. And I have really got to watch for that. Oh shit! Shit! Reload! Oh, you have to manually reload! Fuck! Reload! Reload! I'm pressing R! Oh, I'm out of bullets, that's why. Gordon Bennett. Okay, someone's pissed. Yeah, they're all pissed again. This did not work whatsoever. Fucking hell. You screw up and then instantly it goes all to shit. Everyone's just on high alert and so forth. Is this now just... This is kind of what happened with me and the previous game, the prologue. It just turned out to be complete and utter horseshit. This does not work. And I'm just taking huge amounts of hits. I'm going to be dead now. I am amazed at... Come on! Really? I'm still alive? I shouldn't be. And apparently I can't aim at him right now. Because why not? And oh, he's going down the path, which is lovely. Yeah, I pissed off everyone. How you're supposed to remain utterly stealthy in this is something I'm not fathoming that right now. Because as it stands, I'm actually doing a lot better, just literally gunning every fucker down. And I dare say this is not in the spirit of the game. What it should be. I mean, don't get me wrong, I tell you what, it is actually quite helpful that they have the option where if you really fuck up, it's not the end of the world. But like, damned if I know what's going on or how this is supposed to go. I mean, I've got weaponry now. Oh, sorry, I've got ammunition back for the main gun, so I'm not going to be completely dead. But apparently, right. Let's try and find this fella. Yes, right. We pissed off the Russians. Is there any more coming or not? I mean, Soviet CP commencing search. So you can hear them in the background. There are others that have arrived on site. But I don't know. Should I be just looking in all buildings and so forth? Oh, okay. Let's push a button. Okay. So that's another way of being stealthy. Just turn off the bloody power. Okay. Oh, crap. Yeah, slow motion stuff. And -10 for heroism. Okay. So there's two happy-go-lucky scamps there. Let's just go and sort them out, shall we? This is probably one of the worst ways that I could possibly be showing Metal Gear Solid right now, isn't it? Shut up, you. But I honestly don't know. I am not that clever. It appears that when coming to play this type of game, I've had it better with Splinter Cell back in the day when it was Michael Ironside still voicing Sam Fisher. It was actually pretty good. Okay. Oh crap! Yeah, there you go.
Post captured.
We've unlocked. Captured? Shut up. So overall, so far, just with this initial mission, if this was like what the rest of the game was, and it was a real representation, I would turn around and say, this is complete arse. It's not overly fair though to condemn it. Some people really like this sort of thing. And look, I can get on top of the box because why not? My horse is all the way over there as well, the poor bastard. He's just been stood there all this time. You actually noticed the... oh, crap, sorry. No, get up! Up! Notice some of the context actions actually showed up the... Oh! I do like that. That is a lovely little piece of cinematic action. Woo! Apparently, woo! We've alerted them again. He's not getting up anytime soon. Goodbye. And he's just on the ground and bye. Right. There's going to be people that keeps on coming, clearly. But I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do. we can control this. And... oh, they've sent up a flare. Okay, so then there's more people coming right now. That is lovely. And still not a clue as to where I'm supposed to go. I mean, what I'm supposed to do, or otherwise, or even the best way to play this. There wasn't even, like, really a massive tutorial. I mean, the tutorial bits at the opening start of the level, that really shows you nothing. There we go. Just... ah! Oops. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Hello. Oop. Hi. How's it going? He's gonna have a lie down now, because why not? So overall, would I play more of this? Don't know. Honestly, don't know. Obviously, because I paid good money for it, of course I'm going to try and carry on with it. But I'm going to be called a Philistine here. I honestly don't see what the fuss is all about. Really don't. In fact, I've got to be honest. I've been enjoying Mad Max more than this, and that might be saying something. But then again, I could be playing this completely the wrong way. I could be doing the wrong thing. I just don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, gotta be said, technically it runs absolutely superbly. Can't argue with that. I mean, they've done top notch. Oh crap, there we go. All in a row. Yeah! Yeah! More slow-mo cinematic malarkey. And apparently he can take all those hits as well. Mind you, I'm still up as well. So I'm completely lost with trying to find this bloody character. Now it's just keep killing the same fuckers over and over again. Because they're just going to keep sending reinforcements. So I'm probably going to end it right here, right now. And turn around and say... if you're anyone like me, playing Metal Gear Solid for the first time... you are going to need to take a ridiculous amount of time learning what the fuck you are supposed to be doing. Because right now, I'm lost. And this is making a lot less sense to me right now than Mad Max does. Seems to be a trend with certain types of games. I've got to be honest. It seems to be that anything that's coming out of Japan, I'm going to be struggling with. Maybe I just don't understand. Oh, there we go. And I just fell down there. Because why not? Would I recommend this to anyone? Based on my experience, it's bloody hard to say yes. I would have to play more of it to get a better idea of what the hell I am supposed to be doing. But right now, based on this, nah. I can't say that this is woo. It's not even the case of, you know, it's supposed to be all like a Michael Bay film where everything explodes and all the rest of it. That's fine. That's good, but nevertheless, basically you've just been dropped in the deep end here. And you've got to find out exactly what the hell you're doing. And now it's just a case of this is degenerated into killing more bad guys over and over again. Okay, but what's the point? I honestly don't know. Metal Gear Solid 5, the initial playthrough on the gaming car crash. I have probably just completely missed the point with the game, but so be it. Not all of us is going to get this stuff. And I apologise if I've sullied your heartfelt thing for Metal Gear, but as it stands right now, the only way I'm going to truly understand it is to play a lot more, and I'm not even sure if I want to do that right now. I'd probably be better off just going for a cup of tea now, actually. Doodles! Well, there you have it. You probably weren't expecting that as a conclusion. Metal Gear Solid 5 not being worth it? How could I say such a thing? My God! This is where basically the internet erupts in a rage just because I don't get something. Look, this is the thing. Everyone has their own opinions about things, and that's why we're different. That's why also the world's slightly fucked up, I grant you. But when I rule the world, everyone will think the same as me, and then it'll become boring and weird, actually. But anyway, that's beside the point. Metal Gear Solid 5, I would probably return to if I read a tutorial or something. That makes it abundantly, clear as to how best to actually play the game in reality. I mean, as for a first playthrough of it, without knowing too much of what I was doing, yeah, really, really wasn't enjoyable at all. And as you saw, it just turned into a complete farce. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but as it stands right now, I'm probably going to go back to Mad Max instead. And on that bombshell, thank you very much for watching the Gaming Car Crash Campers. You can catch us at some point once the internet is restored on Twitch. You got www.oosometimes.com for all sorts of other crap as and when I manage to write some. And until next time, cheerio!
Look at my horse is amazing.